Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erwin, and for everybody who doesn't know my channel, it's all about photography and photo editing. So if you're interested, consider subscribing and don't forget to hit the bell notification button so you stay up to date. Today we will talk about 10 shortcuts for Lightroom you absolutely need to know. These shortcuts will tremendously speed up your workflow. They're basic shortcuts, so if you're a more advanced user, maybe you know them already, but still watch the video and maybe you can pick up a shortcut or two which you can put into your arsenal. So now for the tutorial, let's get started. Now, as soon as you open a catalog in Lightroom, you will get into your grid view where you can scroll and browse all your images like this. I made a special library for this tutorial, so I have some older images of me here. These are some images taken in the United States during a holiday, and I'll be using these for this tutorial and maybe for future tutorials also. Now, for the first shortcut, I'm going to show you how to get back from any view back into the grid view. Now, for example, let's say we're on this image and we're zoomed in and we're scrolling around and we think, well, nah, this ain't the image we want to edit. And you want to get back to the grid view, just simply press the letter G. And you will end up back in your grid view and you can go to your next image. Double click here. And you are back in your image or in the next image. Done here with viewing, press the letter G again and you're back in the grid view. Now for my second shortcut, or basically a set of shortcuts, I'm going to show you how to rate your images, give them a star rating by using the keyboard only. Now by going up in the library or down or left and right, all with the arrows, you can quickly go through your library without using your mouse. Now, with one hand you can go left and right and up and down, and with the other hand you can use the keys 0 to 5 to rate your images. The numbers 1 to 5 will give them a star rating accordingly, and the 0 will clear the rating. So you get a 1-star rating with the 1, you get a 2-star rating with a 2, and a 3-star rating with a 3, etc, etc. Now just to show you, you will clear the rating right here when hitting the 0. Now for our third shortcut, I will show you how to get in the development module. You're scrolling around and let's say you have selected this image to edit. You have to give this a star rating and you want to edit this image. Now you can go with your mouse up here to the development module and click development and get in there. But instead of using your mouse, you can select your image and press the letter D. This will instantly jump you to your development module. The first shortcut I showed you was the letter G. I told you from any position you can get back to your grid view. Now you're in the development module, press the letter G and you're back in your grid view. So basically, using the letters D and G, you can toggle between the library and your development module. The fourth shortcut is a simple but useful shortcut. Now let's say we have this image which we have developed, and let's head into the development module, and this is our final result shown. Now I do not exactly know how it looked before I start editing this image, and I want to see this. We can do this by pressing the YY or the before after preview button down here, but we can also use the letter Y to toggle between the before after view and the full screen development view. So let's hit Y, and there is the before and after. As you can see, it was a complete dark image, and after developing it in Lightroom, we got this right image. As it shows here, before and after. And now we want to get back. Just hit Y again, and we're back in the full screen mode. For our fifth shortcut, we will select, for example, an image I finished. Somewhere below here. Here it is. We open this and we have it full screen. We are full screen. Nah, not completely full screen. It's filling our screen in the library module. But we can view this in full screen. This can be done over the shortcut F. This will use in either the library module, but also in the development module. As soon as we hit F, your screen gets filled with a full screen view of your image. This was in the library module. Let's hit D to get into the development module. Hit F again to get the full screen. I got here by only using shortcuts. And now from this position I can get back to my library in grid view again by pressing G. And we're back in the grid. Now for my sixth shortcut, we need to assume that I'm working on a laptop with a small screen. You do not have a big area to view your image on that, but the menus can all be hidden. You can do this by pressing the small little arrows all one by one and moving them out of the way. But you can also do this with one key. You just hit the tab and your left and right menu are hidden. And as soon as you hover over them, they will appear. You can tweak your settings, just move away and they will disappear again. By hitting tab again, you will lock them back in place. Now, with holding shift and pressing tab, you can move all menus out of the way. So the upper, the lower, the left and the right one all at once. Let me show this to you. Now you have a development view with the complete screen used to show your image. And the same thing applies again. Hover over the place where your menu was and you can tweak your settings again. Now, since I'm not working on a laptop but on a full screen, I can reinstate all the menus and we will continue this way. Now, since we're already in the development module and my next shortcut, my seventh shortcut, will also be in this module, I will stay here and I will show you how to quickly resize a image. Normally you would go up here, do the crop view, and you can crop your image. This tool can also be entered by pressing the shortcut R, and now you're in the resizing tool. In the resizing tool is our 8th shortcut. Now, you can have a landscape image like this, and you can have a portrait image. You can change the aspect ratio of this image by moving the mouse to the corner and then pulling it back up again, and you have a portrait image. Now, there's also a quick way of doing this. With this shortcut you can toggle between landscape and portrait mode. The shortcut for this is the letter X. As soon as you hit the X, you will toggle from landscape to portrait and back again. So you don't have to change your aspect ratio by hand. You will automatically get the aspect ratio only in a different format. So the different format meaning portrait or landscape. Now, since this is landscape and I'm not worried about changing this to a portrait crop, I will exit the resizing tool by pressing escape. Now we talked about rating our images. We did it with the first few, and let's skip. They were starred, but there's another way of sorting your images. You can sort them by color. You can see this on the attributes here, and you see the colors red, yellow, green, blue, purple, and custom it is called. The colors can also be exited and added to your library by using shortcuts. The numbers 6 up to 9 will give your image a color. So 6 will be red, 7 will be yellow, 6 will be red, 7 will be yellow, 8 will be green, and 9 will be blue. So let's see how this goes. 6, they change to red, a red border appears. 7 is yellow, 8 is green, and 9 is blue. And now we have all the colors we can apply by shortcut. Now we can remove the color by pressing the same button again. So for the first one we can say red and remove red. Our 10th and final shortcut has to do with flagging images for rejection or exception. If you have images you do absolutely not want to use or want to get rid of from your library, from your catalog, you simply go through them. Let's say we have this overexposed image here and I want to get rid of this in my library. I can mark this with a flag. The flags are up here in the corner and you can flag this. You can click it once to flag it with a pick and twice, then it's unflagged. Now there's also an option to reject images using flagging. This can be done by going right mouse, set flag and reject, and you will get a black flag with an X. Now you can click on this again and you have an unflagged image. But this can all be done using shortcuts again. Now basically I'm giving you 3 shortcuts to control the complete flag setting. For pick, we press the letter P and you have a pick. You want to unflag the image, you press the letter U and it's unflagged. Now if we want to reject, we press the letter X. Now let's mark 2 images with rejection and I will give you a bonus. With the rejected images you can select them and say remove photos, but also you could also say, well, I'm going through all the images and those are like a few hundred here. Let's see, we have 203 images and you do not want to remove them all one by one. So if you have flagged your images with rejection, now we go into photo and down delete rejected photos. Now Lightroom will ask delete the 2 rejected master photos from disk or just remove them from Lightroom. Now you have the opportunity to completely remove them and clear up some disk space, or just remove them from this catalog. Then they will remain on your disk and you can get back to them in a later point of time. For now I'm only going to remove these from the library to show you that they are not in anymore. So click remove and they went out and we only have the 3 properly exposed images. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something from it, and you now know the 10 most important shortcuts that will speed up your workflow in Lightroom. If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you the next time.